Hey y'all. So just got off of a meeting with my team and had to hurry up and get myself ready for this live. But I'm very happy to get this live started because there has been so much going on. I got a lot to say. So I hope you all are having a great and wonderful Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So there are two grants. There are two grants that have been going crazy and living rent free in my head. If you follow kind of the social media, I feel like there's multiple social media worlds, but definitely social media on the real estate side has its own world. So as soon as something starts going viral or one person posts it, it just creates this domino effect, and then you're going to eventually get brought into it because somebody's going to ask you a question, and it's fun, right? So thanks everybody for joining for Mortgage Talk Tuesday. Good afternoon. We're going to talk about these two grants and probably some more things because it's a lot on my heart to say. So the first grant, I'm going to start lightly because initially I was just going to talk about the Joe Biden's grant that has been pretty much lingering around in the media. I don't know who posted about it, but there's no updates. I don't know why it started going viral. Basically, we know that when politics are involved, there are certain things that happen to, I'm not going to say gaslight us, but for lack of better words, they're just things that they dangle the fruit in front of us for us to get excited and for us to be like, oh, guess what? They're doing this. Is this available? So a lot of people have been asking about the $25,000 first generation homebuyer. Now it's called first generation homebuyer grant. But let me pull it up right now. That way I can give you all the name, well, the actual name of the grant so you can do your own research. But it's a bill. It's still a bill. When it first came out, I started hearing about it and I posted about it 2021 because I wanted to make sure that I went back and I looked at my previous posts when I kind of did a rant about that. But it started out as $15,000. Now it's $25, but we still don't have no dollars. We still don't have any dollars. But they've increased the price and they've made this announcement to let us know that it's still a bill. It is not a law. So that's the main message. A lot of people are like asking us questions like, do y'all offer this? What do I have to do to get this? I'm even seeing videos of people giving the criteria as to what it takes to get that. But it doesn't matter because it's still a bill. It's a bill. Like, I feel like I'm a bill collector. Like, I want to call the White House and be like, hey, y'all, pay your bill. There's no grant. It's not active right now. It's just a thought. But, child, that Grant Cardone video has me like, we need to use our dollars as minorities to build generational wealth. Oh, we're going to get into it. But this first bill, it is just a bill. And my thing is, people get excited about things that aren't in place instead of trying to use the tools and resources that are available right now, which that really confuses me. I just don't understand. Why do things have to go viral for us to be interested in it? Can somebody let me know? I'm just confused. There are several down payment assistance programs available. There are several ways to become home buyers. And even now, sellers are paying closing costs. So my thing is, what do you want? What do you really want? Do you just want to be able to talk about the options that are available? Or do you actually want to use the resources available to put you in a home of your dreams? What do you want? Do you want to go viral? If that's it, that's fine. Or do you really want to post, hey, just closed on my home, used an amazing lender who gave me access to down payment assistance, and used an amazing realtor who put me on that lender, however you decide to use it. But there are down payment assistance programs available now. So I don't know why everyone is just holding on to this free money. Like, when it gets introduced, you all are going to, I'm not saying that you're not going to be able to access this. If it does happen, if it happens, then that is great. I'm going to offer it, you can come to me for it, but it's just not a thing right now. And there's going to be a catch. There's no such thing as free money. 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 So if you have your own funds to put down the minimum down payment of 3% or the minimum down payment of 3.5%, then that's always going to be the route to go. You're going to get better rates, you're going to get better pricing, and you'll be able to purchase your home. They put these things in place for first-time home buyers. If you use down payment assistance, there are terms and conditions. There's nothing that's free. So that's the first grant. I might get back to it a little bit later, but I know y'all want to talk about this grant Cardone. So I'm about to pull it up so you can hear it. If you haven't watched the video, it is on my page. But I wanted to make sure that I went back to the part where I was just like, what is he talking about? Because everyone is starting at the clip where he talks about you'll hear it. I'm not even going to say it. So.
Sat on top of a Rolls Royce and was like,
you started over.
What do you think would happen, Grant, if I sat on top of a Rolls Royce and was like, just throwing the money out? Like, how do you think that would be received? I mean, people would, I couldn't even imagine the reaction if I did something like that.
Depends on what outfit you wear. So.
Obviously, it'd have to be in a bikini of some variety. I think that's the only way to successfully execute that one.
About half my audience is black under the age of 40. How did a white guy attract an audience? Like if I'm out in public and I see a 55-year-old white man or a 25-year-old black kid, the black kid knows who I am. There's like there's a 10 times better chance, 10x. That the black kid knows me. Now, the reason is because we go after that audience and we're talking to them in very street terms, if you will. We're
talking to them like
vocabulary.
I'm not going to say that word.
We just keep everything very tight and simple. And at the same time, we've had, raised $1 billion in the last 3 years over the internet from accredited investors. So we're hitting both bands.
Both bands.
On social media, the whole world's.
Okay, they're hitting both bands. So I wanted to play the longer clip because I just keep hearing the shorter clip being played. And I actually went to the whole interview. I've watched certain response videos. I get into my nerd bag. And I'm going to try to be as politically correct as possible. But there are a few things. So the girl, Laura Trump, when she's interviewing him, she's stirring the pot. So she started out saying, well, what if I got on my car, whatever type of car she said, and I just, threw money? How would that look? And then he's like, well, you can't be wearing that, basically. He's painting the picture as to what he does to basically put on a character. And she feels comfortable because she's like, I can never do that. I can never throw some money on a car. How you do that? That's what she's saying. And he's basically like, well, you're going to have to be a lot more sexier than that in a bikini, for lack of better words. But she don't have the body for what you're trying to say. However, another thing that he said, he just jumped right into it after that, is he puts on a hat in order to play a character to appeal to a certain demographic. And I know that we set the trends. Happy Black History Month. But that's not even what surprised me, right? Because in many cases, what is cool, y'all know what's cool. What's considered to be cool, what's considered to be hip, what's considered to be the culture, what's considered to be all of these things, people have to often portray a character in order to do that unless it comes naturally, right? And when I say comes naturally, you can just take that however, but unless it comes naturally. So if you watch the beginning of the interview, he basically was talking about his business was failing and, his guy or somebody told him, hey, get on Facebook. And he couldn't make money, not saying he couldn't make money, but in whatever he was making money with, it wasn't working. Which correlates to a lot of people on social media who became popping on social media. But we're going to get to that later. Got a lot I want to say. Got to stay on task. So it's not working. It's not figuring it out. Goes over to Facebook, starts doing outlandish stuff, starts seeing a response, and then starts to basically tap into that demographic, which he said is pretty much I don't want to say minorities because he didn't say minorities. He said black people under 40. It started working. It started clicking. So now he's getting more followers, getting more views, getting more attraction. And he's feeding off of it. It's like, oh, okay, this is working. Like, basically, they want to see the money. They want to see the nice car. They want to see me pop my collar. And now I'm making money. The average person on the street who probably, I don't know how old he is, but he said 55-year-old white man versus a 25-year-old black kid. His peers don't know him. His peers don't know him. He's not making money off of his peers. He said he's making money, his target market, which is when you're in business, you do need a target market. You have to figure out what works for you. But his target market is, I want to keep my live and I don't want to get banned. But maybe y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's crazy, isn't it? But I don't even want to talk about that really. I also think that it's funny that he's saying he isn't acknowledged by his peers when he's out and about. He's more so acknowledged by his target, his demographic, who he is playing a character for, right? As I went further on to do research, I also saw that, he has been on several platforms to execute his vision, which is his target market, which is dumbing himself down to play a character of a finance man who got money, because that is what that demographic looks at and shines for. And that is really what sells. Ultimately, it's what sells. We talk about it all the time. Am I talking about Grant? Yes, I am. Yep. We talk about that all the time. Chucking, jiving, all of those type of things. I'm a mass comm major, so I'm really not trying to go too into my get canceled bag, but he's telling you what works, right? He's telling you what works. Because you all take the cake, that same grant, not the other grant, the $25,000 grant, somebody dangles something over your head and you are basically like, oh, I'm sold. I'm sold. We get sold on the glitz and the glam and the things that aren't really real. The things that you can't touch, you can't talk to him, you can't use him for a service, but you are all eyes because it looks cool. He just told you, he really just schooled y'all, but some people it's just going to go right over your head. So everyone, we've seen that clip. That's really not what I want to talk to you all about. What I want to talk to you all about is you all people, not you all, because we're not all the same. And that's another thing that I want people to understand. Everyone is not the same. Not all black people are the same. Not all white people are the same. Not all Asian people, all of that stuff. We're not all the same. So you have to place people where they are and address them as such. But the thing is, people are sold so easily. Now, when it comes to demographics and getting a service and all of these financial gurus that you all listen to, they're not offering you the service. That's what I don't understand. And I have been saying this for a while. I do mortgages. I'm a mortgage professional. I wake up every day. I do pre-approvals. I help people on the finance side when it comes to closing. Like, that is what I do. If you want a mortgage, you can reach out to me directly and get a mortgage. A lot of the people who you all are considering to be financial gurus, who you're putting on a pedestal, who are playing characters to lift themselves up, are not giving you a direct service. You can't go to them for a service. Doing a direct service is not popular right now. It's all about the lights, the flashing. And as you can see, most of those people who are putting on, they're usually getting money from other things. They're getting money from courses. They're getting money from, likes. They're getting money from the social media presence that you all are giving them as celebrities. They're not making money from what it is that they're actually talking to you about. Which is why he said his peers will walk right past him. They're not impressed, right? They're just like, oh, whatever, another guy. The people who put him up on a pedestal is his demographic of a black person under 40, millennials or younger, who are interested in financial literacy, who are interested in getting over the hump, quitting their 9-to-5, release your job. That generation, that's his generation. That's who he's acting for. Right? Can he help you directly? He can't. Which is what confuses me, because you have so many people online who are actually working in their field that you all will bypass, not give business to. You don't work with people who look like you for the most part. For the most part, if it's not a rescue deal, or if it's not somebody who, you have to be open. There are some people who buy black. There are some people who don't. Let's get into it. Since we're going there, let's get into it. But in many cases, you are not shopping with your demographic, because we have to earn your business. I'm about to get into it. So we have to earn your business, right? In order for you to shop with us. There are some people who you give your business to that do not earn your business. This is a prime example of that. Grant Cardone has done nothing to earn your business. He's doing top dollar coaching along with all of these other people as we ride the coaching train. They are not earning your business. They are selling you on a dream. You cannot call these people and say, hey, so I have this scenario, I have this client, this is what I need to get done, and they're doing the service. That's not cool anymore. Okay, let me not get there. I was about to say, I don't like social media. But I would love a world where I can just be good at what I do my job, continue to get business off of referrals, and repeat. Which is what a lot of people do, or can do, especially in most cases if they don't look like us. I don't know why we're like that. We have to earn your business. You want to see the money. You want to see the reels. You want to see us do all of this stuff. You want to see us do everything except for what it is that we're actually doing. I can't show y'all how to do a pre-approval. I can't pull up my computer and show you, but I promise that I do a good solid pre-approval and analysis of a mortgage application. But that is not cool. So that is why it leaves room and opportunity for people who are telling you in your face, all I do is put on a character and I present to you who I am and it works and I'm making money. Why do we have to be a celebrity to be a professional? Grant Cardone, I don't even know what it is that he does. I just see certain things of him. People be interviewing him. But on a lower level, I know that in this financial guru epidemic, there are so many people who tell certain things and tell you how to do this. And hey, if you do this, you'll get rich. And all you got to do is do this, that. Hey, y'all heard of this? You can do this. Everybody's telling you what you can do, but you are not trusting the professional who can actually do it. And I just don't understand. I don't understand. When I watch certain videos of there are so many videos out there or certain mortgage professionals and they're like, yeah, I've been doing this for 2 days and my sphere of influence, I closed this many deals, that many deals, because their sphere of influence, they trust them as the expert. They're like, hey, I know you do mortgages. I see you do it. Here's my mortgage. Here's my life. Help me. At the other token, it's like we don't trust people who look like us with our business just because that's what they do and that's what they're good at what they do. We have to see it. You have to earn it. You have to be like, oh yeah, because she got 100,000 followers, so she must be good at what she do. She always dressed nice and she does that. That has nothing to do with the actual skill. But you will follow somebody who doesn't have any proven experience as to what they do, give them money in their pocket, get their courses, all of these things, when you can get a consultation for free from somebody who actually does this every day. It's a bigger conversation. He helps people by coaching and charging $100K and such, y'all. It's tomfoolery. It is. It's tomfoolery. But we're trying to follow that same thing. And I think that's why it's more frustrating. I don't really even care about him too tough. But my thing is, people are trying to mimic what he does instead of just offering a product or service, because it is so hard to earn your business. We have to earn your business. When you go into a doctor's office, the doctor, he was referred to you, he can help you. But with us, you just don't trust it. There are so many people who come to me for expertise or for what I do every day. And it's like, I know that you don't know anything. You don't know anything about mortgages. You don't know anything about finance. And as I would try to coach you, there's a wall up because you don't trust me. Like, you don't trust that I have a license, that I know what I'm talking about. So I'm constantly having to earn your business. At what point, if you've been doing something for over a decade now, my whole life in this thing, at what point do you stop earning your business? But you can't say, I'm hearing things people say like, oh, well, he has the platform and he has the reach and there's nobody that looks like us that has that reach. I heard that yesterday. I was like, what? That's the problem. You all don't, if it don't look cool, this is basically what you all are saying. If it don't look cool, then we can't trust them. You have to stop. You have to stop. That's not how you do business. Everything that looks cool doesn't mean that it's good business. Like, good business doesn't always look good. There are so many things that happen behind the scenes that you might not see. That's why real life matters. Real life conversations matter. Real life consultations matter. You don't have to broadcast every good deal that you get. And in most cases, people who have the experience, people who have the access, people who have the resources, they have a little gem in their pocket that nobody has access to, which is their intellectual property. People disguise giving intellectual property online through the form of courses or through the form of paid this, paid that, pay for this, pay for that, pay for that as intellectual property. I support people, but most of the time there's no information. You're not getting any information. You are not getting any information that's going to help you purchase, refinance, buy, sell, all of those things. If you just focus, if you took all of that energy and that effort that you put into these celebrities and these Instagram influencers into actually speaking with consultations or consultants in your area who can advise you on whatever said thing, you can reach your goals a lot faster. It's just sad that nowadays they're basically telling you how they did it. Most people, they got popping around the pandemic when we were trying to seek information and all of that fun stuff. But at the same time, the people who are way up there, who are really good at what they do, they're not celebrities. Everybody doesn't have to be a celebrity. That's why we ended up in the situation that we're in, where we had Trump as president, because he was cool. He was a celebrity. He became a celebrity. You can be a president without being a celebrity. You could be a good mortgage consultant without being a celebrity. You can be a good finance person without being a celebrity. Most of the time with these celebrities, we uplift them, put them on a pedestal, and they are making fun of you at the same time. He just played in your face. And I just wish that people would stop letting people play in their face. The people who are able to get over the hump are the people who are like, this is somebody that I can touch, I can reach, I can call her. People who have relationships with me can call me and be like, hey, I just got this scenario. I have this buyer. I've never done this type of loan. I've never done this type of deal. Do you have any experience with that? We can create a solution or a roadmap or a plan in order to accomplish this goal and repeat. Y'all trying to get up there and be famous. And while you're reaching that, you're spending so much time not purchasing property. You're spending so much time purchasing things, people are telling you how to purchase property instead of getting a realtor and getting a loan officer to purchase property. It's confusing to me. It's confusing. You would rather listen to people on live. I love that y'all are on my live, but you rather listen to people on live tell you how to do something about a program, and then they go ghost and they never helped you get that program. I just don't understand. It's confusing to me and my homegirls. Because I just feel like if you can't buy a house with a loan officer, where could you go? That's a TikTok reference for all my old people. But that is the biggest thing. Everybody's talking about Grant Cardone, but the problem is not Grant Cardone. It's his efforts. That's what I'm saying. It's so confusing. Get with people with a license. Get with people who close deals. It's so confusing. Get with people that you can reach. People in your sphere of influence would rather go outside of sphere of influence to get information and then come back to you and be like, so what you think about this? I know you do this, and I'm sorry I didn't use you, but I just used my homegirl because she got 1 million followers, and I know she don't really know what she's talking about, and I know our deal is about to fall apart, but I need you. That's what we deal with all the time to fix it. Exactly. We are not the fixer-uppers. We are not the rescue dealers. Why do we have to earn your business? You want to know why other people are doing great as cultures or as whatever? Is because they stay close-knit. My mom, I'm just going to not even keep it in racial because it's not even about that. My mom has had the Jamaican, African, Caribbean community on lock. To this day, they're old. Sorry, love her, but they're old. If somebody breathes, screams, thinks about a mortgage, thinks about a home, thinks about anything with a dwelling, they are calling her. They're calling her. Oh, no, because you got to call her because she's going to get the job done. People who have really good business structures, whenever people think of that certain thing that you do, they call you, I'm using her, that's it. Business is earned because of what you have done for others. Business is earned because of your proven track record. That's not cool no more. It's confusing to me. It's so confusing because we see these celebrities, we see these people, they got the cars, they're showing this, they're showing that, and they're playing in your face because they're telling you, listen, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing to get this, to get these followers, to get these skills. This is who I'm going after. I got to break it down for them and not give them nothing. He's breaking it down for y'all and not giving you anything. And now people are mad because he said it. Good job for him. Good job. Because I want us to one day get to a place where you are actually using a professional who has proven interests or proven skills and repeat. That is how we can end up getting over this hump that we are constantly experiencing. Why do we have to constantly earn your business if we've been doing this for over a decade? Or if you see that I have all the programs that you need. I ain't heard nothing about Bank of America down payment assistance since. I ain't heard nothing about legacy home loans since. They come and go. They come and go. Stop chasing the waves. Stop chasing the dreams. I mean, y'all understand? Take my test on the 24th. Congrats. It's just confusing to me. I feel like we are going to get there. It's just a little what's the word? Roadblock, obstacle that we are dealing with right now. Because the good thing is that many of us are in positions or in situations where we are breaking barriers. Like, we're breaking them down. Okay, so that's the good thing. We're breaking barriers and we're breaking them down, but we have to fight a lot harder because it might not look cool. It might not look cool. For example, I can have somebody that is like, hey, yeah, I can definitely give you this. I can definitely give you this. And then they hang up the phone and they're like, oh, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm about to just give them this, that, this. I've seen it happen, guys. I've worked in many spaces. And then I'll be on the phone trying to call you and tell you what you should really do for your best situation. And because it doesn't sound good, you'll go with the other person. And then when they can't fulfill what they sold you, they're like, oh, well, market changed. And guess what? You just got to take it. But you're not going to work with somebody if it does not look good. If it don't look cool. I don't get it. Money is not cool. You got to be a nerd to work in some situations, in some instances. So why not just trust the professional? If you're working with a builder and they're trying to build a house, you don't have to know anything about building, right? You trust the builder because he was referred, or you've seen his skills, you've seen his work, and you've seen everything. My husband is a contractor. Sometimes I try to peek over and get a clear understanding about what they got going on over there, but it's a lot of information over there. It's a learning curve. So I don't want to know everything. Stop paying for these courses. As I release a course, I'm joking. I ain't releasing no course, but stop paying for these courses. I feel like, honestly, the only courses that people should pay for when it comes to a product or a service is a course, if they are trying to learn about selling that specific thing. If they're trying to actually, let's say a loan officer taking a course because they're wanting to learn how to be a better loan officer, you can either get the course or you can get a better manager or get a mentor. Those are usually going to be your three options. Or if somebody is trying to figure out how to do stocks on their own, that would make sense. But if it's a situation where you can hire a specialist or hire a licensed professional to do something, stop trying to figure out ways to cut out the professional and do it on your own, because at the end of the day, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not going to learn everything. You're going to get all of the fluff information that are in these courses and in these books that I purchased just to support people. But it's not the true information. It all boils down to working with somebody that you trust. The people who have multiple houses, the people who are investors, the people who actually get into a skill and they're starting to conquer what it is that they're doing, they don't try to specialize in everything. They pick that one thing or those few things and they're like, look, I found that I'm good at this. I'm going to repeat. I'm going to put certain pieces in place for me to be successful, and then I'm going to repeat. You don't have to give all of your money to these influencers when they tell you what it is that they're doing. They're playing in your face. They're playing in your face. But anyway, hopefully, I just had to get that off my chest because I have just been real confused, and I want to try to figure out a way to say it without getting canceled, because of course it's a lot more that I want to say, but everybody doesn't have to be a celebrity. Stop glorifying these people. He said his own peers walked past him. Why are you a celebrity? What are you doing? He makes investments on both. So he knows how to meet the people who are 55 who look like him, and he knows how to get money out of the people who don't look like him by playing in their face. And that's just my 2 cents. So have a great Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Mortgage Talk Tuesday. Stop letting people play in your face. Thank you.